Hey there girls and boys, back in the day our daddies drove the old generation Peugeots and now they're back to wow our generation. Join Femi as he reviews a 2015 Peugeot 301 with a bit of help, so just sit tight and enjoy the ride.
This is Peugeot's entry-level sedan, the 2015 Peugeot 301. It's a modern car and it looks sleek without looking too sleek, which is a good thing when you think about it. You really don't want your bosses starting to wonder if they're paying you too much for the kind of car you're driving. The overall exterior of the 301, from the signature grille to the headlights and the tail lights, it's better than your typical budget car look. And Peugeot has been able to deliver this design while keeping the price tag within the budget range, so that's a good thing. The 301 comes with 4 variants. You have the 1.2 litre Access version, which comes with manual transmission. You have the 1.6 litre automatic versions, which have various levels of trim. In there you have the Active variant, the Allure Prestige and the Allure Luxury.
Right, so this is the first time I'm going to be driving a Peugeot on the streets. Don't get me wrong, I was at the assembly plant a couple of months back and I did drive this very model, the 301, right off the factory floor if I may add. But this is the first time since about 2002 that I'm actually going to be driving a Peugeot product on the road. I've been driven many times, you know, in the 407, the 307, the 206 Cabriolet, but I've actually not driven one since then. So you can imagine how happy this moment is for me, because this is the brand I grew up on. In fact, this is the brand we all grew up on. You know, we always all had a Peugeot in the house. We always had an auntie or an uncle, a family friend with a Peugeot. I'm talking about the great cars. The 504, the SL, the GR, the 2000, the amazing Peugeot 505 Evolution. God, I love that car when it came out. It was amazing. I thought it was a spaceship. I'm actually quite happy that Peugeot is finally capturing our hearts again by giving us cars we love to drive. Now, the 301's interior is no nonsense, but it still has an attitude. My favorite item in here is the steering wheel. I mean, look at that. You know, it's sporty, it's chunky. It's the kind of thing that you'll find on higher value cars, kind of like with the Roadsters. The glossy accents on the dash and in some trim levels on the doors also gives it that look of a higher end vehicle. On the 301, or rather in the 301, you get radio and MP3 CD as standard. You get iPod connectivity, Bluetooth connectivity and automatic AC controls as options. Behind here, there's tons of space. Do you know how when you sit in the back of a budget car, or rather when you see people sit in the back of a budget car and they look funny, you know, they sometimes look like they're in a I better pass my neighbor competition? No, problem solved in the 301. There's so much legroom in here. You can sit in the back and, you know, look like an Oga to your heart's content. Now, the boot of the 301 is so big, you can actually sleep in it. Don't believe me? Let me show you something. Samo. Now, Samuel is an associate producer on our show, and he has graciously agreed to show us how big the boot of the 301 is. Do you agree to do this and waive any liability just in case? Good man. I think that's a yes. All right, Samuel, get in it. Oh, hang on, 1 second, one thing. Don't worry, we thought of everything. There you go. Get in there. Wow. Well, chop.
Goodness me.
There you go. Feels like a room and parlor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have a budget car that not only looks good, but also doubles as a self-contained bedroom. Now, let's drive it.
Oh, God. Let me out!
So the 301 does handle pretty well on the road. You know, throw it around corners and around roundabouts, which we have a lot in Lagos. I must say though, this automatic does feel a bit, just slightly sluggish at the lower RPMs. So you really have to pump the gas for you to get some performance out of it. However, once you smash your feet on the, it's like a different engine. It's like, what is that? Wow, where did that come from? Is it a 301? Yes, it is. It is Peugeot's budget entry car, and it's performing really well on the road. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to try my hands on the manual, because when you think about it, nothing really beats crunching gears in the manual, and that's what Peugeot has always been known for. If ride comfort is your thing, lots of leg room and plenty of boot space to, well, pack lots of luggage into, then the 301 is a solid entry. Take a look at it. Now it's time for me to get some friends and see what they think riding along with me in this car. Tunde, driving around for a while. First question, what do you think? First thoughts?
I think the car is comfortable.
Okay.
I like the fact that I can stretch my legs. You know, that's one thing I look out for in cars.
Tell me, what's your first impressions of the 301?
It's such a smooth ride. Like, it really is a really smooth ride.
What are you doing?
I'm Snapchatting you.
Okay. All right, smooth ride. What do you think about the interior design, the space?
Very spacey, I have to say, because I've got long. I've got long legs.
I would consider this for like an everyday car in Lagos.
Okay.
You know what they say about Peugeot cars now, made for Nigerian roads. Fantastic.
Yes, it certainly is.
It's rugged enough to knock around Nigerian roads.
Actually, it's a really advanced version. It's better than the one my parents used to
That is
drive.
the second time I'm hearing that, today.
It's just quite advanced. It's so slick and nice. I like when cars are slick and smooth. This does it for me. This is slick and smooth at the same time.
Okay.
And I really like black interiors. This is all black. And also I can charge my phone while I'm
Yes,
So you can do all
Snapchat
your-
on the go.
So you can do all your Snapchat and selfie.
Selfie.
Selfie time. Yay, as you're descending the bridge.
Yay!
When we're driving, I thought about it now. Imagine going for a shoot and I have all my equipment. I saw the boot, the trunk is really big. Have all my equipment in there.
You know I fit in the trunk.
Cameras, the tripods and everything. Exactly,
I fit in the trunk.
They really want people to start buying their cars again, not just government officials, not just civil servants. Peugeot really wants people to look at the car and think, okay, I really want that. Outside of all the choices I have to buy a car. So.
I mean, like I said, for a basic everyday car, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
I think you can't.
I think you just did the perfect sales pitch.
I think so too.
Stay tuned.
One thing I really can't wrap my head around is the horn. That I cannot.
That horn sounds like.
Yeah,
Do
it's
it
like
again. I didn't actually pay attention. I like it. What's
You
wrong
do?
with the horn? Yes. It's very invasive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, invasive even for you in the car.
It's
I mean,
very
that sound should be
open
for the person you're trying to communicate to, not for me inside.
I can put this on a boat somewhere and it will still work well. Like,
Exactly.
get out of the way, ahoy!
Yeah, ahoy,
Oh,
exactly.
you mateys!
like a train coming and then.
Let's be honest, Lagos drivers require this horn.
I wonder how you
but-
drive.
You can get it all, your emotion down. Come around and see how it all goes down. Take a ride with me, put emotion down, put emotion lights. Cars, you can get it all, your emotion down. Come around and see how it all goes down. Take a ride with me.